The forest breathed, cold, damp air against his skin. Ancient trees watched, gnarled fingers reaching. A twig snapped. He spun, hand on his blade, heart hammering, nothing. Only shadows and the rustle of leaves. He pushed on deeper into the gloom. The woods whispered his name. He had walked this path before years ago, a lifetime ago, back when the sun still touched these woods. Now a perpetual twilight held sway. The air grew colder, heavy with the scent of decay. The whispers grew louder, twisting into words he couldn't quite understand, a language best left forgotten. He shivered, pulling his cloak tighter. The woods held memories, painful ones. He had tried to outrun them, but the forest had a long memory, and it always collected its debts. A low growl echoed through the trees. His hand tightened on his sword hilt. This time he was ready. This time he would be the hunter, not the prey. His boots crunched on the frost-covered leaves, the only sound in the oppressive silence that followed. The growl had faded, but the unease lingered, a knot in his gut. He knew this forest. It was a place of whispers and shadows, where reality thinned and nightmares bled through. He quickened his pace, driven by a fear he couldn't name. Ahead, a faint light flickered between the trees. Hope, or a trick of the light? He approached cautiously, senses on high alert. The air grew heavy with the smell of damp earth and something else, metallic, coppery, the scent of blood. He emerged into a small clearing. The source of the light, a moss-covered altar stained crimson. A single flickering candle illuminated a scene that sent a chill down his spine. Carved into the stone surface, ancient symbols pulsed with an unholy light. He recognized them, symbols of power, symbols of forbidden magic. He should leave, turn back. But something drew him closer, a morbid curiosity he couldn't shake. As he reached out to touch the cold, damp stone, a voice echoed in his mind, raspy and ancient. "You seek answers?" He spun around, searching for the source of the voice, but the clearing was empty. Only the wind whispered through the trees. He was alone, yet the voice resonated within his skull as though a part of him. It sent shivers down his spine, icy fingers tracing his bones. He knew he should be terrified, but a strange calmness settled over him. "Who's there?" he asked, his voice a low murmur in the stillness. "One who can help you," the voice rasped. "One who can give you what you seek, for a price." He closed his eyes, drawing a deep breath. He shouldn't be entertaining this. Yet the promise in that voice, the lure of forbidden knowledge, held him captive. "What price?" he asked, the words echoing in the silence of the clearing. The forest held its breath, the whispers ceasing as if listening. He could feel a presence near him, ancient and powerful. Fear warred with a desperate hope within him. A low chuckle, dry and brittle like dead leaves, slithered through the air. "A trifle," the voice whispered, insidious and tempting. "A life for a life. A soul for a soul." He hesitated, the weight of the words settling on him like a shroud. He knew the dangers of bargains made in the dark, but desperation can drive a man to desperate measures. The candle flickered, casting dancing shadows that stretched and contorted, mimicking his growing unease. He stared at the altar, at the crimson stain, the scent of blood thick in the air. A life for a life. The voice had promised answers, a way to right the wrongs that haunted him. But at what cost? He looked down at his hand, calloused and scarred, hovering inches from the cold stone. It trembled slightly, a testament to the battle raging within him. This path, it led to darkness. He knew this. Yet sometimes darkness was the only solace for a heart already steeped in shadows. He closed his eyes, the whispered promise echoing in his mind. A life for a life. His hand, as if possessed by a will of its own, moved towards the altar. He could almost feel the cold stone against his palm, the sticky warmth of the blood, and then silence. The wind died down. The whispering voices of the forest were gone. He was alone, the weight of his choice pressing down on him. He had made his pact, sealed it in the silence of the ancient woods. But as he turned to leave, a new fear took root in his heart. What had he unleashed? And what would it demand of him in return?